All right, boom. Let's fuck this first episode.
So you wanna fuck it?
Yeah, just absolutely, just straight fuck
Yeah?
it. Just
Yeah.
yeah. Rob, got your lube at the ready. We're fucking. Let's just go.
Oh my god! Right.
All right, so we're off to a hot start here.
Welcome to the first, and thanks to that, the last episode
Yep, there it is.
of the Jonah Complex. My name is Tom.
My name is Kian, and yeah, we've taken it upon ourselves to do what every other 18 to 30-year-old who thinks they're creative but has no resources does, which is start a podcast.
Like, what did you do in lockdown? Oh, just me and my buddies. We really wanted to do something creative, so we started a podcast.
Yep, it's just what
really?
it is, you know. I know. Yeah, we just figured under the the new normal. We just really wanted to take advantage of it.
These trying times, these
Of course.
unprecedented times. Oh,
That's
my
exactly
God,
it.
for fuck's sake. Yeah, since we are completely unoriginal in everything that we do.
Yep, not one original thought here. If you're coming for originality, just go elsewhere, you know.
Yeah, we are 99p store, Cody Ko and Noah Miller.
Yeah, there it is.
Welcome to the even tinier Meat Gang podcast. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of played out the whole like, oh, we should start a podcast thing. But like,
yeah.
Even so, we were like, our narcissism just kind of like ignored.
It took over. Yeah. So there's the common sense part where we were thinking, you know what, we shouldn't really do this. And then the narcissism eventually outweighed that. And now here we are, 11 months after lockdown began, to finally do something.
But we've been trying to do stuff for a while, to be fair. So me and Kian are friends. And
wait, what?
Huh? So
let's not go too far with this whole thing now, all right?
Yeah,
let's just calm down.
Air all our dirty laundry in the first episode.
Just couples therapy, episode 1. So what's wrong with you guys' relationship?
Marriage story.
Yeah, marriage story, the podcast
edition. This is podcast story.
We've both got our walls at the ready to punch.
Every day I wake up and whatever the fucking quote is. Oh my god. Yeah. It's played out, the whole podcast thing, but
it's a very Gen Z move as well.
I feel like
we can be honest about that.
Yeah, it's a very young person move, the podcast thing.
Yeah.
But we were like, fuck it. People need to hear our voices.
Exactly. More than they already do and wish they don't.
Yeah. Me and Kian are friends, creative partners, and we've tried to do
life partners, love partners.
Stop it.
Welcome back to the gay hour.
Yeah, we are friends. I've been trying to tell him for years, but he won't get the hint. We've tried to do stuff in the past. We've tried to write a couple of things, more scripted things. But I think it got to the point where we were like, we are so fucking lazy. We can't do that. So let's just film ourselves talking in the hopes that somebody will find it interesting.
Yeah. And so here we are.
Yeah. I think but that is a question that I've got quite a few times. Like, I've mentioned that I'm starting a podcast to a couple of people, and like the most prevailing question is like, why? Yeah. That very easy to answer question.
It is. It just is. But yeah, I think we kind of touched on it. We've tried to do creative things in the past. There are some obstacles standing in the way, like the fact that we're not talented and our ego outweighs our talent.
I think we spent more time thinking about how good the projects are going to be
rather than actually making
them. I think also the scope of the projects was quite large.
Larger
for the
than our
most part,
means, for sure.
oh,
Really,
definitely.
our biggest obstacle was resources
Yeah.
or a lack thereof.
we
Or
tried we've tried writing a couple of TV shows. Actually, we
yeah,
wrote one a couple of years ago, and then we tried to write one earlier in lockdown. Both of them completely went nowhere. Brilliant ideas, if I do say so myself.
yeah,
Because we
I'll
are,
back that.
yeah, because we are probably, I'd say we are better than the average human. To be fair,
Oh, of 100%. There's definitely more talent in those two ideas than any other writers of the last 20 years have
bro,
had,
we're
to
gonna
be
get
honest.
cancelled. We're gonna get fucking cancelled. It's gonna be 3 years down the line, and we're gonna be at our like jobs because this will have gone nowhere, and somebody's gonna find this, and they're gonna be like, these
It's
fucking.
nice of you to assume that I will have a job in 3 years. I
Bro,
do appreciate that.
you know what? When you are manager of supermarket, which I won't mention,
Ends.
then
Just dox it straight up.
it just docks you in the first
Should we
episode.
just bait ourselves straight away?
Yeah, fucking hell. Do people even know where we're from? Realistically, only like our friends are gonna see this first episode. To be fair, so they probably do.
Yeah, true.
But if you're random, we're from London.
Yeah.
But but yeah, um, fuck, we keep going off topic. We're not good at this podcast thing.
No, should we just end it now? Yeah?
Yeah, should we just
Should we just quit? Let's just quit.
just quit while
Let's
we're
just
ahead?
quit.
We'll get better, we promise.
No, 100%.
In terms of like stuff we wrote before, we were trying to write TV shows, and we kind of
Oh yeah.
cottoned on quickly. Yeah, that's where we were. We cottoned on quickly. We have no fucking idea how to make a TV show, but what we do know how to do
No.
is have a conversation. To be fair,
Yeah. Good at
because we
that.
have
Good at talking. Good at talking.
good at talking. Yes, essentially. So we were
There
like,
it is.
why don't we record it? And I think that kind of
And
sums up
there will be more defined content on the way. This first episode is introductory, and we're kind of just struggling to explain how and what and why
we're struggling to justify why we're
our
forcing you
existence to listen to this.
to listen to this. You shouldn't need to. You
No.
don't
And
consume our content. This is bad
this is
content.
just this is just a quick PSA for all future episodes of this that we are sorry. You know, if ever we
Oh,
offend or upset you, just come back to this moment here and know that we are in fact sorry for
we are
anything that
sorry.
we will go on to
But-
say.
Oh my god.
Any future employers listening as well, you know, this is all satire, all right? Don't believe a word we
my
say.
future children who were like, I wonder what
Yeah.
dad was like in his teen years. He was like this. I'm sorry. I guarantee you are possibly doing much more productive things than this, like
Yeah.
recreational drugs, vandalism, to name a few off the top
All
of my
the
head.
good stuff, all the classics.
Capital murder.
Yeah, there it is.
That's probably more productive than this podcast. Why is it called the Jonah Complex, Kian? Why do we call it
Right.
that?
So it was an interesting process, you know. We couldn't think of a name. Classic.
That was the first start.
And then Thomas here had the inspired idea of going to a random word generator. And after a few tries, we came across the word complex, and we were like, you know what, we both like that. So we were looking up what the different complexes are and going through them and seeing what they mean. And then we came across the Jonah complex, which is the fear of success. And we thought, you know what, that perfectly represents our brand
We are so scared of success.
of making it that we won't even try.
We won't even try. That's why we haven't done anything. Please don't
Yeah.
make this podcast
Because we know as soon as we do anything, just advertisers, agents will just be flooding to give us opportunities.
Oh no, opportunity, no. Creative liberty.
No, stop.
The possibility of a future in the performing arts. No.
I can't
Stop.
deal with that. No, stop.
That's what this is, really. This is just a
That is
stepping
it.
stone. This is a stepping
100%.
stone.
We're just using you. If you're still listening, we're just using you to hopefully one day elevate
we
our
will
career and
forget
then
about
leave
you.
this.
We are
Yeah,
going to go
100%.
on to direct and
Bigger
write
things.
feature
Yep,
films, and we
100%.
we
Yeah.
will forget about you.
No, for sure.
And you will come back to this, and you will go, "Wow,
They
they were
did
come
warn
so
us.
long." And
Yep,
then
there it is. We
20
didn't
years
sell
down,
out. We just
20 years
never
down the line,
sold in the first place.
what kind of thing do you reckon you'd get cancelled for down the line?
Take your pick.
I don't know, man. You might be an Army Hammer. That was an interesting one.
No, yeah, that was good. Our boy, you know.
That's the guy. That is the
He's a hungry kid. He's a hungry kid. What can you do? He's a hungry kid, you know.
He's fucking weird though. That whole thing is so fucked. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I every
You just can't do that. You know, there are some things, you know what? I'm not all for this thing of like doxing every famous person and having all of their decisions judged. You know, whatever you want to do, you know, you do. I mean, within reason, you know, boundaries of the law and whatnot. But you just can't eat people, man. There's just some things you
just
can't do.
can't. Nah, did you hear apparently he like carved his initials into like somebody or some shit like that. I don't know.
You know what? That's kind of a power move. I kind of respect it.
No,
That's
no.
just that's such a
Stop it.
that's a
People don't get
toxic
satire
king.
anymore. Satire is extinct.
Is dead.
Ian. We don't get
That's
to
a
make we don't get to make satire anymore.
that is a great toxic move right there. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just
I
gonna
bet
carve my
I
initials.
bet he's a fucking Republican. I was thinking about this the other day. Right? Every celebrity, right?
Oh,
Every celebrity, if a celebrity hasn't come out and categorically endorsed the Democrats, if they haven't come out and explicitly said vote for the Democrats, and quite a few do, to be fair, but if they haven't come out and done that, they're Republican. I fucking guarantee. Chris
yeah,
Pratt,
probably.
Republican.
Oh yeah. He's on that. He's on that like
Army
that
Hammer,
church shit.
Republican.
Yeah.
Fucking, I don't know. Timothy Chalamet. I don't think I've ever seen him take a political stance on anything.
Although we know he's a New York liberal. We don't even need to. He knows he doesn't need
I don't
to
know,
because he
man.
knows he's such. Oh, maybe,
Trump is in New
maybe.
York. So
That's true.
I'd
That is
back
true.
him.
That is true.
I'd back
Timothy
the New York
Chalamet, the next Trump. There it is. That's the soundbite for the first episode.
There it is, folks. Oh my god. That's all this podcast is. It's genuinely just
Conspiracy
for us.
theories.
Yeah, it's generally for just us to like say the most outlandish shit for a highlight reel that we can use later.
Yeah, there it is. And just
Um,
leverage into something more interesting.
But that was just a taste of the topical content that
the zany shit you're gonna hear on this.
that you will get on this podcast. We are not professionals at this. This is
No.
genuinely the first time we have done anything like this.
But I
That's why
think by
this is so
episode 2 we'll
fun.
be one of the greats.
We will be Joe Rogan by episode 2.
That's a promise, and that's a Jonah complex promise.
we will hopefully get better at this. We will hopefully.
No, we will for sure. We'll
I
have
wanna say.
outlines of topics we'll discuss and stuff
But this is kind of just to apologize
in
preemptively.
advance. Yeah.
Kind of just say who we are. Make it clear that we are going for the jugular. We will get that #1 top spot on Spotify. Joe Rogan's bald head will be cracked open and eaten like
Cleaned out.
Just call me Army Hammer.
Like Army Hammer on Thanksgiving Day. Yeah, there it is. There we go.
That's what we call a callback in the biz.
There it is in the biz.
Because we are
to
in
a joke
the biz.
we made earlier. Yeah, and we are now officially in the biz. So
you
strap
reckon we
in.
can join a union now after we do our first episode?
For sure.
We can just join.
And we can go to. Do you think there's like podcasters anonymous? It's just all the people whose podcasts went nowhere. And they're just like, yo, I really thought I was the one.
It's just like support.
There
There should just definitely be support for like entitled kids who didn't make it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guarantee there's a therapy class out there for like kids who thought they were like gonna be the next fucking Billie Eilish, and their SoundCloud cover of fucking Coldplay got 20 views.
And they were all them just checking the views again.
Fuck's sake.
And they
But
were like,
that
every time it just increases by one. What the hell?
fuck. But that is, to
uh,
be honest, I think we can kind of just leave it there before we bore you too much.
yeah.
Again,
So,
I'm Tom.
and I'm Kian.
This is the Jonah Complex. This will be the Jonah Complex. And if you are watching this in the year 3021, this still is the Jonah Complex.
Yeah.
We are kept alive only by spite and the miracles of modern medicine. And we will hopefully see you in a future episode, if we haven't been cancelled already.
By then. Yep.
Yeah. And
And that's that. So
that is
if you're
that.
still here, we appreciate that, and there will be more of an outline, and it's going to be
Yeah.
some good stuff coming. So strap in.
My time has gone off.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye.